Alright, what's good guys? So we're gonna do Wednesday breakdown. Let's go over US30 first. So check this out. US30 on the daily time frame has finally gave us the pullback into the area of interest where I explained to you guys this week, right? Yesterday I did give you guys the breakdown that I'll be waiting for price to pull back into the zone to potentially continue the trend back into the upside. Now, last week, I also gave you guys the breakdown that I'll be waiting for price to come over here, but notice how a price just pretty much gapped it and then just continued breaking to the upside, right? So we did miss this buy position, and then later on this week, which was yesterday, price did finally give us a pullback into the zones over here. Now, one thing I want you guys to keep in mind is that on the lower time frame, which is the H1, and on the H4 time frame, we are switching structure, right? So notice how we were once creating higher highs and higher lows to now price breaking under this higher low, creating a lower low, right? Now, where I want you guys to focus on the moment, right, is that the only way that I'll be interested in buying US30 will be a break and retest above the 39,230, right? So anything above the 39,230, I'll be interested in taking buys back into the 39,360, right? Now 39,360 is also another area to keep an eye on as well, which is simply the break under this daily higher low, right? So if price does give us a pullback, let's say that we do take this buy position this morning and price does comes into the 39,360 and we start seeing that price rejects it, right? This will be a good zone to start taking sales as well. So if we do manage to take this buy, this can be like a counter trend trade buys back into the area of interest for sales. And if sales obviously gives you guys those confirmation, rejects this area of interest, etc., right, then you guys are good to continue selling the market, and most likely we will be taking out a break even. And then if price continues selling, then we can just obviously add scale in more position, right? So the second position that I will scale in if price the sell does continue selling will be a break and retest under the 39,100. So those are the only two zones that I'll be interested in taking the sell. So 39,360, if we do retest and we do reject it, and if price continues selling to downside, then we just simply wait for the break and retest under the 39,100. Now, back into the buys. So the only way that I'll be interested in buying US30 this morning will be a break and retest above the 39,230. Now, let's say that price goes back into the 39,360, but we do have a candle closure above it, right? So if we do have a candle closure above this area of interest, then obviously you guys already know the idea that we go down into the lower time frame. We want to make sure that price remain itself above this area of support. So we do get a break and retest above and price starts obviously remain itself above. This will be a good area to also scale in another position to then target back into these highs over here, and then from there on, which is going to see how US30 plays out. So just be very careful once price does come into the zone, because there's obviously two potential sells, or if we can just continue looking for buys. So it's going to be for US30. Just be very patient with this one. We're going to go into gold, which gold looks very, very simple this morning. So obviously gold has been going very bullish the past couple of days, maybe even the weeks, right? Yesterday, we did break above this H4 structure over here, which as you guys can see, it is an area of resistance, which is going to be most likely around the 2260, right? So we got this high, higher low, higher highs, right? Simple. What I'm going to be waiting this morning is obviously the pullback, the higher low. So since we broke above this area of resistance, I'm just waiting for price to come into 2260 to then take potential buys back into the upside, right? This is the only area that I'll be interested in taking buys this morning, which is the 2260. Now, if we go into the lower time frame, right, we did have a break of structure right over here, right? So notice when we did form this all-time highs, which is around the 2288, we did see price break under, pretty much under this structure, which is minor support zone, right? So this can, if we do get a potential pullback around the 2280, right, this can be a potential area to take some counter trend trade sells to then take it back into the area of interest, right? But the whole idea with gold is just to wait for price to give us a pullback into the 2260. Now, this can be a counter trend trade sell. Now, whenever I say counter trend trade sell, you guys gotta be very careful, because it is most likely a high risk sell. Not a high risk sell, but a high risk setup. So if it does give us the counter trend trade sell, obviously you guys want to wait for your confirmation, which is rejection, bearish confirmation, and any bearish pattern, right? So once you guys get all those three confirmation, then you guys are most likely good to continue taking those counter trend trade sells back into 2260. 2260, obviously you guys want to wait for the rejection, same exact story, instead of bearish, bullish, and then you guys can enter the buy position back into the upside. And let's say that price just continues breaking above. If it does continue breaking above, then I'll be not interested in taking no trades today and just simply move on to the next setups. So anything above the 2280, I really won't be interested, because then we're going to be back into these highs, and then we're just going to have to see how price reacts around those areas. But the main idea with gold is just pull back into 2260 Main idea with US30, buys above 39.230, potential sells here. If not, we just continue buying. Now today we do have some high impact news throughout the whole entire morning. So we have news at 8:15, we have news at 9:45, 10 a.m. and then 12 p.m. So we do have red folded, which is high impact. So be very patient today with the market. Don't rush anything, just simply wait for price to give you guys those proper setups. So that's pretty much it, guys, for the breakdown. Hope you guys enjoy, hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.